Captain Gigi to the green room, please.
There was so much to discover, so many layers to unfold, to have moments that you gave us, to your stories that you told. I can wish and we can wonder and be grateful.
Good evening and welcome, humans, to Comedy Sports Minor League. Tonight we welcome our blue team, Gigi Fruit Lascarettes, Ryan, the B is silent, Gangwish, Andrea, the whiner, Craner, Raymond, DMC Ordnell, and Tony Juan Konobi Kubiak. And now, for our red team, Ben Lon Moeller. Made tall like the month, Markman. Steve, the real McCoy. Jason, live like there's no Navarro. And Catherine sprays mosquitoes with Diedrich. Thank you very much. And now our special ref, Patrick Electrical Short.
Ooh, I love the echo. Thank you, John Eaglin, and good evening, fans. It's Comedy Sports Minor League, Portland and San Jose, not playing each other, playing together in massive 5-person teams. Can't wait. It's improv made up based on your suggestions, so we're going to need some help from you in chat tonight. Please address all of your chat things to panelists and attendees so that everybody sees them. Right now, throw a number in there, any number. Like 1 or 4, that's my number, or any number you want. Throw a number in there so we know that you're alive. 27 is an excellent number. Thank you. It's fantastic. So we're going to play games and do scenes based on your suggestions. That's how Comedy Sports works. One team will win and one team will lose because, hey, you get to help vote. People get points. It matters. All right. Lots of other things going on, but let's give a little shout out to our announcer, John Eglin Jr. John, what's going on down in Milwaukee?
Well, it seems as though San Jose brought the heat up here because we are burning up.
Okay. Wow. All right. Got to, get the right clothing on for that one. Thank you, John. Also helping us out in the beginning tonight, Marianne Rambo. Marianne, are you still audible?
I can be audible. Hi.
Hi. She ran the opening sequence for us, which I really appreciate because it makes us look a lot more professional. Also helping us out tonight, Betsy Green, minor league coach from Portland. Michael and Erica, minor league coaches from San Jose. Thank you all for being here. All right, it's time to bring both captains to the screen. We've got a blue captain, we got a red captain, we've got Ben, we got Gigi. Great to see you all. And we'll have a coin toss in just a moment. A couple fouls I need to tell you about, very important. First of all, the most important foul, it's the bag. If anybody says anything rude, lewd, lascivious, racist, sexist, Marxist, or too soon, they get the bag. But it's not an honor because Comedy Sports is for all. Comedy Sports is for all of us. We want to play to a height of our intelligence tonight. So I can't go to your locations and give you a bag, so I hope you have one handy. All right, the second kind of foul is the technical foul, and that is called if somebody is muted when they're not supposed to be muted, if they're unmuted when they're not supposed to be unmuted, if Comcast fails them, whatever else might happen, you might lose points for your team. All right, so let's get ready. The winning captain wins the coin toss, gets to call the first game here. It's a rare thing, at least since last night, an actual coin toss. Captain Gigi, call it heads or tails in the air.
Heads.
It is heads. You've won the toss. Congratulations. You are a winner. Everyone's a winner here at Comedy Sports. All right. What game do you want to open with?
We want to play What Are You Doing?
Ooh, it's a classic, ladies and gentlemen. What Are You Doing is a classic. Go prepare your teams. For the games of What Are You Doing, fans, we're going to need a bunch of suggestions from you, so start throwing those into chat. So we need occupations. We need chores. We need sports. We need activities. We need animals. We need lots of things. Throw them in there. I mean, we probably need 30 of them. I mean, we probably won't use them, but we need them. We really need them. All right, so throw them in there. Some things are pouring in now. Thank you, fans. So what's going to happen is we'll take one of those suggestions, and one of the players will do an action based on that. The other player will say, what are you doing? And they have to say anything but what they're actually doing at the time. Then the other player has to do that action, and it's very complicated, but I think you will understand it. As the referee, I will throw people out for any reason I want, including hesitation, repetition, saying something too close to what they're actually doing, or if we get sick of looking at them. All right. The last player left alive will win 5 points for their team, but as usual, I can dish out points all over the place and probably will. So let's have the first player up from each team, please. Welcome aboard on the screen. It's Gigi and Ben. Wait, you were just here. That's so weird. Okay, cool. So I'm going to have Ben initiate, and let's go to John Eglin Jr. John, what's our first suggestion for these two?
Our first suggestion is swimming.
Okay, swimming is your suggestion. Everything must revolve around swimming. Ben, please initiate.
What are you doing?
Trying to get away from that great white shark.
What? No. Oh, help.
What are you doing?
Lying on the beach.
All right. SPF 100. Pina colada. Here we go. Mr.
What are you-
Sun, tell me what-
Wait a second, dude. You put a pina colada on your head.
there's a nice
I got to rotate that. I'm sorry. That's all right. Excellent first round. Let's rotate both of you. We may have them come back, but that is a rotation against red. Catherine is up. Andrea is up. Good to see you. All right. Andrea, is this your first minor league show ever? All right. Better unmute yourself or you're going to lose points. All right. Cool. Excellent. We're going to have Catherine initiate. What's our next suggestion, John?
Our next suggestion is kneading bread.
Kneading bread. Cool. Awesome. It's kneading bread. To you, Catherine.
What are you doing?
Preparing pepperoni. What are you doing?
Punching my dog.
Mr. Bread. Sit.
What are you doing?
Making dough. What are you doing?
Folding the laundry.
That's too close. Looked like you were folding laundry. Very close. So I'm going to rotate both of you. Another fine round. Thank you very much. But that is a blue rotation. Ray is up and Jason's up. Good to see you all. And for our fans, these players are from San Jose. I think this is so cool that we get to do this on Zoom. It's so awesome. And they didn't have to drive or fly. What's our suggestion, John?
Our next suggestion is a profession, plumber.
Plumber, thank you. Hey, Jason, why don't you initiate plumbing? And
Hey, what are you doing?
Going down a drain pipe.
What
are you doing?
Doing all things with love.
I love plumbing so much.
What are you doing?
Getting a snake.
The cobra.
What are you doing?
know, Traveling in the middle of the hot summer sun.
All right, it's almost time for my flight.
I mean, I don't know what that has to do with plumbing. I mean, it's cool, but I don't know what it has to do. So let's rotate. That's a rotation on blue. Thank you very much. Hey, Ryan is up and Maytal is up. Good to see you. And John, what's our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion is mowing the lawn.
Mowing the lawn. We're going to have Ryan initiate, please. And fans, you can keep making suggestions now that you've seen the game. Here we go. Mowing the lawn. Ryan.
What are you doing?
Trying to find the electrical cord.
It's here somewhere.
What are you doing?
Interpretive dance. What are you doing?
Picking all the rocks out of the grass. What are you doing?
Gymnastics. What are you doing?
Oh, just trimming the bushes. Oh. What are you doing?
Putting my kids to bed.
Okay, I thought it was, now it's a trend. None of these things that you actually said, Maytal, had to do with the suggestion. So I'm going to rotate red on that one. Although they were great, and also making Ryan do gymnastics, that was worthy. That was completely worthy. Hey, Steve's up. Good to see you, Steve. And who's up for the blue team? Let's get somebody up here while we get a suggestion from John. Hey, it's Tony.
Our next suggestion is juggling.
Oh, juggling? Weird. All right, let's have Tony initiate, please. Tony?
What are you doing? Sharpening my juggling swords. What are you doing?
Chopping some peppers.
All right. Here's my pepper. Ha 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 ha! See ya!
What are you doing?
Blowing fire. What are you doing?
You got hesitation going there, a little bit slow on the action, so that's a red rotation. Let's rotate back to the next crew, please. And what's our suggestion, John?
Our next suggestion is wine tasting.
Wine tasting. Who initiated last time you were up here? Ben did? So let's have Gigi initiate with wine tasting.
What are you doing?
Smelling grapes.
Oh, this will make a great Merlot.
What are you doing?
Looking at the vineyard with awe.
Wow. So great.
What are you doing?
Testing different Chablis.
That's a wedding. Anniversary.
What are you doing?
Watching my stock go up tenfold.
That looked exactly like you were looking when you looked at the vineyard in awe. Now, they might be the same, but we expect something different. That's a blue rotation, and that is time. All right, so John is rapidly toting those up. John, you've got the new system scoreboard. Let's see what the results are.
Well, Patrick, you won't believe this, but the score is tied. 3-3.
Wow. I don't even know how that math worked. That's fantastic. It shows how much I'm paying attention while I'm busy reffing. I'm so focused on the things. It's 3-3. Folks, it's a barn burner. Call the fire department. All right. So I'm going to make a decision based on my years of experience here, and I'm going to ask for the red captain on the screen, please. We're going to have red play first. Captain Ben, what game is your crew going to play?
We are going to play Advice Pen.
Okay, fantastic. Prepare your team. And I'm going to ask you, Ben, to host that if you could, because I'm lazy. So fans, Advice Panel, we bring together a panel of incredible experts. There'll be a host and 4 experts. The host might be an expert too, who knows? And they'll answer any questions you have to help solve your problems. Now, are these do-it-yourself problems that you're having around the house? Are they relationship problems? Are you having a problem at work? Or is it a parental kid problem? There's all sorts of problems that our experts can solve. So bring those questions to it, and you're going to get advice that's going to stick with you for the next few minutes. All right. So fans, start putting those in there. We're going to need 4 or 5 of these. So there you go. We've got 1, so I know we can start the game. All right, let's have our players on the screen for the fabulous game of Advice Panel.
Well, hello, everyone. How's it going? We've got a fine group of experts here. I'm your host, Johnny McBravo. Now, our first question on the docket, how to get rid of ants? Let's start with you, Matt from Best Buy.
Hi. Yeah, well, the best way that I know how to get rid of my aunt is when my uncle takes her to Chick-fil-A for dinner. That's the best way that we know how to get rid of her out of the house.
All right.
That's how we get rid of our aunt.
Let's go to Toothless the Dragon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't burn you. Oh, well, the best way I know to get rid of ants is, wouldn't you like a pet dragon? They run when they see us. Points for pet dragons.
Oh, okay. Our next expert here, Big Text.
Well, howdy, y'all. In Texas, we got fire ants, and the only way to get rid of fire ants is to extinguish them. So you dump a whole bunch of water on them.
Yeah, it sounds like you need to start working with Toothless the Dragon over there. Spencer Mantooth.
Yes, well, the best way to get rid of those kind of pesky things you don't really want in your house or your garden or anywhere like that is just to find a good exterminator that you know of. Or best yet, I see it work every time. Make sure you don't leave food out. That just invites them all the way in the house, and then you never really get rid of them.
Got it. All right, and then Ina, the insect scholar. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. Statistically speaking, the best way to get rid of ants is to tell them about the statistics of the best way to get rid of ants, and they'll fall right to sleep like my classes do.
You know, it is tax season, and so the people would like to know how they should invest their tax refund. Big Tex, how would you suggest that?
Well, you know, in Texas, we like to do some wildcatting. We like to go out and maybe drill some new oil wells, and you either get a gusher or you get a dry hole. And so I'm going to take my $1,400 and I'm going to go out and I'm going to drill a well, and I'm hoping for a gusher, baby.
All right, that's some fine advice. Toothless the Dragon.
You got any fish? Got any red snapper? Can I, Mr. Host, I mean, if I had tax money, I'd go out and buy a whole barrel of fish right now, and that would last me about a day, so maybe I'd buy like 2 barrels. But do you have any fish like right now?
I don't happen to have any sea creatures at the moment, but let's go over to our expert Matt from Best Buy.
Oh, absolutely. So we got a whole wall full of TurboTax software back here, and it's a real good deal right now because tax season got extended, so they're on discount. And whenever you get your tax return, though, you should 100% invest it in Dogecoin. You know, Elon Musk said it's skyrocketing right now. I just made $14. I can buy lunch tomorrow on my lunch break because of Dogecoin. So you should definitely invest.
Yep, I hear you, to the moon. Ina, the insect scholar.
Yes, thank you. Young man, you should invest in your future. Donate to a university.
Okay. Spencer Mantooth.
Yes, well, being a Nevada native with a lot of government land that may go up for sale pretty soon, I would certainly very much advise you to buy up some of that public land at a low price. So when everyone starts spending their money again and business blows up and these businesses pop up, it's on your property and you can just wait for the money to come rolling in.
Wow, that's sound. I don't know if we have time for another question. Let me check with the studio.
Studio says yes.
Yes, we do. Okay. The one final question, how would you advise to buy an ATV, an all-terrain vehicle? Those things are popular nowadays. I'm going to go to Toothless the Dragon.
I mean, that kind of brings us back to our first question, and a Night Fury would make a perfect all-terrain vehicle. We can go in the air, which is one terrain, and we can, swim or go on land, which are 2 other types of terrains. But are you sure you don't have any red snapper?
I still don't happen to have any sea creatures, but thank you for that. Spencer Mantooth.
Well, living where I am, there's a bit of rough terrain pretty much everywhere you look. The best way to do it is to just kind of go to your local ATV dealer and just say, I want to go out over there outside the strip and then kind of go up over by those old nuclear test sites. Get one that's, good for going over rough terrain, doesn't run out of gas, and, isn't really go wonky when, the Geiger counter goes off the charts.
Gotcha. Sound advice. Matt from Best Buy.
Mr. Host, are you a Best Buy loyalty member? All I need is your address, and then you can start earning loyalty points for every $5 you spend, you get $1, and then you can use that dollar and save it to get an ATV. If that doesn't scream loyalty, I don't know what does. I just need your email address. It's completely free to sign up.
And phone number and blood type and address.
And social, yeah.
Got it. We'll talk later. Ina, the insect scholar.
Yes, I'm terribly glad you asked. You'll need to have extra funds to pave the roads around your property, as an ATV can be hazardous to the habitat of the insects. So make sure you pave your roads before you buy an ATV.
Pave the road to the future. Gotcha. And finally, big tex.
Well, here in Texas, we use ATVs for practically everything, for hunting and running cattle. So there are ATVs all over the place. I just typically borrow one from cousin Jim Bob. He's got like 14 of them, and generally 1 or 2 of them's running. So I just go to cousin Jim Bob. Why bother to buy one?
That Jim Bob is great.
And that is time. Our red team and advice panel fans, remember that in your brain box. You'll be voting that against the game that's coming next from blue team. Blue captain on the screen, please. Thank you, Captain Gigi. All right, nice entrance. So what game do you want to play up against that advice panel?
We would like to play Fairy Tale Newscast.
Okay, fantastic. Fans, for the game of Fairy Tale Newscast, I need you to suggest a fairy tale that most of us might know in chat, please. So throw some in there, and then John will let us know. In the meantime, we've been doing shows online for a year. Can you believe that? And we're doing them for free. However, we like to, pay players and keep things going on. So we're going to throw a little thing in chat there, and if you could throw a little our way in Venmo or PayPal, that would be fantastic and most appreciated. All right. John, what do we got for our fairy tale?
For our fairy tale from John Dietrich, Humpty Dumpty.
All right, Humpty Dumpty. Okay. All right, it's pretty basic. Almost more of a poem. And truly, there are some lessons in Humpty Dumpty. So, fantastic. So what's going to happen, friends, is the blue team has assembled a newscast around the exciting Humpty Dumpty news. And it's time now to send it to our anchor desk. Blue team, take it away.
All right. Thank you for joining us on Fairy Tale 3 News. I am your newscaster, Prince Charmin, and wow, we've got a doozy for you folks. There is a trial going on right now for the murder of Humpty Dumpty. Originally, it was thought that Humpty Dumpty fell off of a wall. Well, we've got evidence that, in fact, Humpty Dumpty was pushed off of the wall. We have the on-the-scene investigator here. He's an expert on criminal evidence, and he has analyzed the shell and somehow was able to find out exactly who was the one that pushed Humpty Dumpty, or at least allegedly.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Sharman, for having me in your studio. So after further review of the cranial noggin crack to Mr. Dumpty, it turns out he was taking a nap. He's a narcolept. Nobody pushed him. Well,
wow.
So the sleep doctor. The sleep doctor is the one. I'm not supposed to say. I'm not supposed to say.
So you're telling me that someone put Humpty Dumpty to sleep
with narcolepsy. They DNA'd him.
So in fact, this is all just breaking news right now. So Humpty Dumpty, in fact, has narcolepsy and fell off the wall. So there's
exactly
really no blame here except for fate itself. Is that right?
Exactly. If you're there, you're guilty by approximation.
Wow.
It's like, being in a zip code that's connected to Oregon. And I don't know any zip codes besides 95051 and 95134, San Jose.
I'm actually very curious about your qualifications, but we'll go ahead and just take what you said for fact. And we're going to take it out to the scene right now. We've got our field reporter out there, Huge Liar. Huge Liar, we hear that you've got someone on the scene.
Yeah, actually, I am here live from where Humpty allegedly fell off of the wall. You see here, there's a little tiny crack. Now, I know some people out there say he may be a narcoleptic and me falling asleep, but we have somebody here, one of the knights, not the king's men, but one of the other knights was here and saw what happened. So we're going to bring the knight out here. Come on out here, knight, to tell us what you saw. Hello, welcome, knight. The Red Knight is here with us today. You were here live when all this happened. Is that correct?
Aye.
Yes, perfect. So yes, and when you were here, you saw Humpty just before he fell off. Can you describe what Humpty was doing just before Humpty fell off?
Well, he was closing his eyes and just looked so peaceful. And then, actually, more than just viewing, I could hear this little coming from him, I'm sure. Now, I'm pretty sure that was a snore.
So pretty sure it was a snore. You heard it here first from the Red Knight. Pretty sure it was a snore. I'm going to see if I can find somebody else. I know the Red Knight has to get back to Red Knighthood. And I do have another witness here. Thank you, Red Knight. If you see here, there is a slide. Now, I know that Humpty likes to go up the slide, eat his lunch here, and then go sit up here for his afternoon, closing of the eyes. So we have our next person up. We have one of the princesses who happen to be just down below reading when Humpty fell. So princess, come on out so we can find out what happened. Hello. And oh, yes, thank you for joining us today. You were down enjoying your book. Can you tell us the sounds you heard?
Oh, it was very scary because I was reading my book and I was focusing on my story, and all of a sudden I heard, and then it was quiet again. And then I heard, and then it was quiet again. Then I heard, and then I heard, crash! And I ran away then.
Oh, so maybe sleep apnea has something to do with it. Today. All right, so when you ran away, did you see anybody run out of this here window? Did you happen to see anybody run out?
I saw somebody who said, I'm an expert. I'm an expert.
Come back inside with me. Come back inside, daughter.
Okay, Mama.
Oh, I guess that's all.
Bye, Mr. TV guy.
Oh, bye, sweetheart. Have a good day. Thank you. That is all we have out here. So sleep apnea, we heard snoring. I am Mr. Jlier. Hugh to all of you out there. We're going to send it back to our studio for one last word on what happened to Humpty the Dumpty.
All right. Wow. What a crazy day out here in fairy tale land. Turns out Humpty Dumpty was, in fact, a narcoleptic, and there's no one to blame but himself for just sitting on a ledge and treacherously falling to his own death. But we will go ahead and just end our broadcast there. And to you folks at home, don't sleep on it. We'll see you next day.
That is time. That is our blue team in Fairy Tale Newscaster. Now, fans, we're launching a poll, so you get to choose who we should give the points to. We're going to apportion 10 points between the teams. That poll is up now. Vote for which team entertained you more. In the meantime, we have classes. We have classes in San Jose. We have classes in Portland. At Portland, check out portlandcomedy.com. And in San Jose, check out cszsanjose.com. And if you are British, that's cszsanjose.com. The votes are piling in now, and I'm going to end the poll. And here we go, sharing the results. It's 70% for the blue team, 30% for the red team. So I'm going to go 7 points blue and 3 points red. And John, what does that make our score?
Well, with the help of the latest technology,
which
that
you
brings
have.
our score to 10 for the away team and 6 for the home team.
I love the scoreboard. Fans, you could probably get that app and follow along as well and probably keep just as good score as we do here at CSC Portland headquarters. All right. We're going to bring our first half to an end here. I'm going to call the captains on the field and let them know that I'm challenging them to a game because it's a ref choice round, and I want to keep myself very busy in this game, so we're going to play story using the Spotlight feature. All right, thank you, captains. You can go prepare your teams now, and I'm going to hit the Spotlight feature on me right now. My picture keeps bouncing around as people turn their cameras off. This is very difficult. This is very difficult. All right, so now I am spotlighted. I'm huge on your screens. Woo. All right, the other players will turn their cameras on, and depending on your situation, you may see their little pictures up at the top, but focus on the main person because that person is telling the story. And when I switch to a different person, that person has to pick up exactly where that first player left off, even if that's in the middle of a word or phrase. Super difficult. I'm going to throw people out for a bunch of reasons. If they hesitate, if they repeat all or part of a word, if they just tire us out with whatever they're doing. All right, so we need a title of the story, fans. I should have asked for that before, but I didn't. So we need the title of a story that doesn't exist. You're making it up now. It's just a phrase. Like, I like cheese might be a really nice story title. I'm hungry. Can you tell? But so throw those titles in. John will select something, and remember, a title of a story that's not been heard or told before. Many cameras are on. This is super, super exciting. In fact, I just realized I'm not going to be able to see everybody at once. It's going to be super challenging for me, but we're going to do it. All right, last player left alive will win 5 big points for their team, and we might do a little poll to boost the entertainment value as well. So all players should be unmuted, please. And John, what is the title of our story from our fans?
All right, from our loyal fan, Robin McCoy, we are going to choose A Walk on the Moon.
A Walk on the Moon. Thank you so much, Robin. I can't wait to read this story that you suggested. All right, it's A Walk on the Moon. Players, I hope you're ready because I'm about to start it right now.
The spaceship landed upon the moon. The door began to slowly open as the astronauts descended upon the land for the first
time in ages. It was August, and the August moon was rising. They looked at the moon's floor. Everything
looked like it was just coming up from below and underneath. George, he was the first astronaut off the ship.
And he wanted to put his feet down first. So he got himself all suited up
and he took that step, but things were coming up from the bottom of the moon. So he recoiled and asked for help from his captain,
Big Mike Johnson. Captain Johnson came down and said, well, with the August moon rising, this is an unforeseen circumstance. You may have to phone this bet.
We're going to have to perform, Han, a double pump cheese
burger. If we don't do it quickly, then the moon might be in jeopardy of exploding. So, efforts were taken to
get everybody back inside the spaceship and make a plan to prepare for the explosion. They made...
It's a repetition. We had they. So sorry. Sometimes that happens with the Zoom lag. It's a tough game. So Andrea's turning her camera off. We'll see her again later tonight. We have a bunch of people we need to mow down here, friends. So I got to be tough. You can hate me. It's okay. Send your hate in the chat. All right. So it's A Walk on the Moon, Chapter 2. And...
with everybody just laying back and comatose from their cheeseburgers. It was a nice, quiet little...
Gigi didn't cut off. So she's out of there. Tony was like patiently waiting to talk, and it just wasn't happening for him. So I have to eliminate her. So it's A Walk on the Moon, Chapter 3.
After the second round of cheeseburgers, everyone was laying back on their sandy moon beds. Oh, George said through his
mask. I can't believe that it's time for us to start building our first
restaurant. That is not.
Sorry, the word restaurant was already started, and that was a repetition there. Sorry,
Good call,
Riley.
Ref.
Again,
Good
it's
call.
tough, man. This is tough. This game's tough enough live. You add Zoom to it, and it's like, ooh, it's hard. All right. Okay, it's A Walk on the Moon, Chapter 4.
So after everyone recovered from their food comas, they decided to form a committee, because what better way
To realize that putting a cheeseburger joint on the moon was a great way to boost research and tourism on this new frontier of human
race. And this burger joint was popping. We had aliens from
all over the universe, including midichlorians,
suddenly stopping at the Milky Way galaxy. Oh my gosh, they would be heard to say, these cheeseburgers
are great when you pair them with a shake. And on the moon, we have some
great Milky Way milky shakes. Let's try to boost tourism by sending out some marketing drone.
that beam that message out to all galaxies in the local cluster.
including the Andromeda Galaxy and the Flubida.
And also the Hixolik and Felixoling people, who never really got along, but they came together.
Because they all received a 20% off coupon in their intergalactic mail.
I'm not actually rotating. I'm just stopping this chapter because it was brilliant. All right. Round of applause from here for that chapter. I mean, we got a whole marketing campaign. We got people coming from all over. We've got milkshakes happening from the Milky Way. I'm blown away. All right. That was awesome. I couldn't throw anybody out, but I'm going to. All right. It's A Walk on the Moon, Chapter 6.
The franchises had now started. There were lunar locations in Saturn and also Jupiter.
Yep, you stumbled. Sorry. All right. He's out of there. Got to call it tough. Got to call it tough. We can't be here till Monday. All right. It's A Walk on the Moon, Chapter 8.
The franchises were in every galaxy, and the summit was held, the Cheeseburger Summit. Oh my goodness. People from Earth, people
from planet Mars, from Jupiter, were coming just to hear B.
Arthur sing. He lived actually on the moon and performs every night at the
Robin, which is a
The word restaurant was not finished. I'm so sorry. Also, 1 point. Tony, remind me, you are on blue. Blue gets an extra point for the B. Arthur reference. All right. It is, Maytal, you are eliminated. And it is A Walk on the Moon, Chapter 11.
So with all these different franchises, there was a problem with running out of cheese for the cheeseburgers.
burgers.
I'm going to say Steve didn't cut off rather than Catherine didn't finish correctly. That was a Zoom lag issue, and that's the way it's going to be. So I'm going to out on Steve. Very nice work. And it is A Walk on the Moon, Chapter 15. And
With Milky Way milky shakes and burgers being the premier burger joint in the entire known universe, the competition really kind of started to fall off a little bit.
A bit. And they decided it was...
That's 2 fouls at once, Ryan. You repeated a bit, and then you did the decided foul. I don't want any more deciding. I just want action. All right, so stop deciding. Have your characters do action. It's a walk on the moon, chapter 18.
Cheese was being flung everywhere. The hullabaloo was like nothing that I'd ever seen before. Swiss cheese and
Havarti cheese, Munster, cheddar.
Gouda. All of
I'm sorry, it's actually pronounced Gouda. And so I'm going to eliminate you. Got to call it tough. Ask your Dutch friends, is Gouda. All right, we're down to one person for blue, I'm pretty sure, Tony, and one person for red, Ben. It's tough, but I think that's what we've got. This is for most of the marbles, although we're also going to have a poll for who entertained you more and who is your best friend. All right, it's a walk on the moon, chapter 21, the final chapter.
With the founders coming very close to retirement, the quandary arose. Who was going to take over Milky Way Milky Shakes and Burgers?
The only person that popped up was Wendy from the Wendy's franchise.
Taking after her father, she realized that the best way to endear herself to the
was to partner up.
The best way to endear herself to the was, I think there was a word missing there. And I'm sorry, we're going to have to eliminate Tony, and Ben wins it for red. It is 5 points, but we're also fans. We're going to have a poll. I'm going to get that up there right now, and you get to vote for which team entertained you more during that story. That was something else. Calling a story with 10 people in it, and they did an amazing job. By the way, if you try this at home or on your own Zoom meetings, you're going to figure out how hard this is. It's really hard. So I'm very proud of all of our players on this. Just a couple more seconds to vote. And Marianne, if you would toss into chat one more time how people can support CSC Portland during this difficult time, we would most appreciate it. Venmo or PayPal if you can do it. I'm going to end the poll right now. If you didn't get to vote, why are you so slow? I mean, come on. Got to vote quickly. All right, wow, it's a tight one, but in addition to the 5 points that the red team won, we're going to give the blue team 5 points and the red team 4 points. So that's going to mess up John and his cool scoreboard. So, John, what's that make our score?
With the latest technology around, that makes our score 15 home, 16 away.
All right. So, friends, you probably want to switch to gallery view. If you were just seeing me during most of that stuff, yeah, you don't want to see just me. So, if you weren't seeing both me and John at the same time, go to view and switch to gallery view. It's much better. Did we forget our bonus point for B. Arthur for blue?
We sure didn't, Pat.
Okay, good. I'm just checking because usually we do forget stuff like that. Let's be honest. All right. Hey, fans, it's halftime. I'm going to call the captains on the screen for something special. All right. Hi, captains. At halftime of this match, a special thing is going to happen. You each need to trade 2 players to the other team. So, Ben, who are you trading?
We are going to trade Catherine and Jason to the blue team.
All right, Catherine and Jason will become blue. Gigi, you are trading?
Ray and Tony.
Okay. Oh, I see. We traded the San Jose people. This is awesome. But actually what that does is it means that the San Jose people get to play with everybody. That's pretty cool. All right. So new teams have been assigned. They're probably desperately putting on jerseys and changing backgrounds and doing all the other stuff that they have to do. And in the meantime, I'm going to call all the players on the screen for the game of Scattergories. All right. So fans, for Scattergories, we're going to need a bunch of categories, things that you find things in, like cities of the world, or states, or types of foods, or animals. Those would be kinds of things that you would do. And I'm seeing a couple of things already from Dennis. Dennis, it looks like you're hungry. Don't forget to eat dinner. But we need a bunch of these suggestions. And what's going to happen is I'm going to challenge the players to name something in that category. But periodically, I might also say, which is also a, and then they have to choose a new category that their answer fit into. Everybody say ooh.
Ooh.
Really difficult. And that didn't work very well on Zoom, that lag thing with the oohs. All right, everybody say ooh.
Ooh.
Much better.
Ooh.
That was nice. Okay. See, with a little practice, we can improvise better. All right. So players, we ready to rock?
Yeah.
John Eglin, are you ready to rock?
I am ready, Pat.
What do we got for our first category?
Well, we can't ignore our loyal friend Dennis
No, we
Kwok.
can't.
Okay, we're going to go with the suggestion of cereal.
Okay, types of cereal. All right. Players. Andrea.
Tricks.
Steve.
Captain Crunch.
Catherine.
Hashi puffed rice.
Jason.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Ray.
Cheerios.
Tony.
Peanut butter puffins.
Ryan.
Milk at the bottom.
Which is also a
Type of beverage.
types of beverages. Maytal.
LaCroix.
Ooh, good call right there. Ben.
Earl Grey tea.
Gigi.
Doubt.
Tony.
Young coconuts inside the shell.
Ryan.
I totally forgot the category.
Ryan is out of there. Awesome. Thank you for owning that, though. Because most people would just say any word at all and try to own that they knew what was going on. And sometimes the referee lets that go because they're not focused. All right. So you see how it works, fans? John, what's our next category from our loyal fans in chat?
From our loyal fan, Ruth Halleck, we're going to go with flowers.
Thank you, Ruth. Types of flowers. Andrea.
Roses.
Ben.
Rhododendrons.
Jason.
Chrysanthemums.
Steve.
Herbert daisies.
Oh, Catherine.
Almond.
Tony.
Sun.
Which is also a
Thing in the space.
thing in the space is our category. Ray.
The Hubble Space Station.
Ooh, correct. Gigi.
Pulsar.
Ray.
Luke Skywalker.
I'll take it. Ben.
Milky Way, milkshakes, and burgers.
Maytal.
Jupiter.
Jason.
Nebula.
Andrea.
Black holes.
Ooh, Catherine.
Quasars.
Which are also
Very scary things.
I'll take it. That's beautiful. Way to go. Steve.
Vampire bats.
Andrea.
My dad when he was angry.
Gigi.
The Predator.
Also, Andrea, thank you. Too much information, but thank you. Ray.
My elementary school GPA.
I'll take your word for it. Tony.
That scary monster in my closet.
Tony.
That scary monster in my closet.
Tony again.
The Babadook.
There you go. I was asking for something different, but I'm going to accept that because, there you go. Jason. Okay.
I froze.
Jason's frozen or something's going on. Or he's stuck at Best Buy. I love that Best Buy character, by the way. Gotta say.
I thought you couldn't hear me, Patrick. Sorry.
Oh, now I understand now what's going on, but I'm now warning the players I may come back to you for a second one. Okay? So that was reasonable. You got away with it that time. All right. John, we need another category.
Yes, Pat, from our loyal friend Rita Diedrich. Vegetables.
Vegetables? Okay.
Vegetables.
Vegetables. Catherine. Ray.
Broccoli.
Andrea.
Eggplant.
Maytal.
Zucchini.
Gigi.
Cucumber.
Ben.
Okra.
Tony.
Spinach.
Steve.
Kale.
Ray.
Beets.
Which is also a
type of music that you can drum to.
Ooh, cool. Ben.
Reggae.
Gigi.
Drum corps.
Maytal.
Jazz.
Andrea.
Heavy metal.
Which is also a
Thing that is used in industry.
things used in industry. I love it. Tony.
Pipes.
Catherine.
Conveyor belts.
Steve.
Railroad trains.
Ray.
Walking out with the union.
Oh, stick with the union, man. Ben.
Electromagnets.
Andrea.
Things that go ka-chung, ka-chung, ka-chung.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm still going to throw you out because you weren't specific about what it was that was ka-chunking. Although I did like it, though. All right? So, everybody, please remember on some of these calls, we started with 10 people. Okay? So there you are. It's actually great. Hey, John, what do we got?
Yes, Pat, from our loyal fan, Debbie Katzowitz, we've got cheese.
Cheese. Remember how that one cheese is pronounced, people. All right. Maytal.
Cauda.
Very good. 1 point for red. Or are you on blue? I don't even know. You're on red, so that's 1 point for red. Thank you. Okay, Catherine.
Gruyere.
Nice pronunciation as well. 1 point for blue. Gigi.
Cheswick.
Steve.
Torino Romano.
Tony.
The Munster in my closet.
If you've got cheese in your closet, I don't want to know about it.
What are you gonna do? You know?
Oh God, that's disgusting. That is, folks, do not keep cheese in your closet. All right. What do we got, John?
Yes, Pat, from loyal fan, Dennis Kwok, fictional animals.
Fictional animals. This could be tough. Ben.
Manticore.
Ooh. Catherine.
Piglet.
Piglet?
Like from Winnie the Pooh.
Yes, except piglets exist. So I'm calling you out. All right. I'm being literal. You're being fictional. It isn't fair. It isn't fair, people. Gigi, look at the rest of the screen.
I know.
Okay. What do we got, John?
All right. From loyal fan Rita, we've got countries.
Countries. Gigi.
India.
Ben.
Iran.
Steve.
Zimbabwe.
Ray.
Arkansas.
It's a state. You're out of there. All right. Gigi's like, whew, I dodged that one. What do we got?
Yes, from Ruth, we've got birds.
Thank you. Types of birds from Ruth. Gigi.
Tit.
Okay. Maytal.
Woodpecker.
Steve.
Parrot.
Ben.
Baltimore Oriole.
Correct. Steve.
Redbird.
Maytal.
Flamingo.
Ben.
Bald eagle.
Maytal.
Ostrich.
Steve.
Emu.
Which is also a...
Something that runs.
Okay. Nice work. Something that runs. Maytal.
The Energizer Bunny.
No, it kind of walks around in drums. Or not. It's not a running thing.
Going and going.
Okay. He does keep going, but it's slower than at a run. All right. If he ran, the batteries would have run out sooner. John, what do we got?
All right, from our loyal fan John, we've got colors.
Okay. Colors. Excellent. Thank you. Gigi.
Chartreuse.
Which is also a...
Type of color on a baby thing.
Colors on a baby thing. Ben.
Periwinkle blue.
Steve.
Pink.
Ben.
Jade green.
Steve.
Yellow.
Ben.
Orange.
No, orange is a terrible baby color. You're out. Achievement unlocked. We got it down to 1 from each team. All right. I'm going to take something that one of the players who got thrown out threw into chat for just funsies, but I want to take it. The category is reasons to get thrown out. All right. This is a little meta. Reasons to get thrown out of a CSE game. Gigi.
Hesitation.
Steve.
Too soon.
Yep. Gigi.
Blanking.
Steve.
Repetition.
Gigi.
Not understanding the category.
Steve.
Not understanding the game.
Gigi.
Not saying the right word.
And she's out. Steve has won it for the red team. That's 5 points for the red team. We are also going to toss a poll up there. So, John, stick with us for a minute while we do that. So, vote really quickly. Which team entertained you more, red or blue? This is for a few extra points for this one. And in the meantime, corporate things. Do you work for a company? Do you have a company? Do you want company? ComedySportz works for companies. We do road shows, even on Zoom. We do corporate training using applied improv. This last week, just worked with Intel a couple of times, worked with Comcast, worked with TikTok at 2 in the morning. That was fun, wasn't it, Marianne? Oh, my. But people all over the world are learning how to use improv skills in their business. The voting is coming in. I'm going to end the poll here and share the results. And let's throw in another 5 points for blue, another 3 for red. John, what's that make our score?
Well, Pat, once again with the latest version of our latest technology in vertical view, we've got the red team with 25 and the away team with 23.
This is such a great game and such a great technology that we're using here. I am so impressed. At the meantime, I was so impressed with the technology. Who's ahead?
Red team with 25.
Right. Could I have the red
Blue team
captain
with
on the
23.
screen, please? Awesome. All right. Captain Ben, your team has a 2-point lead. Don't mess it up at this point. What do you want to play?
We would like to play New Choice.
Okay, great. Fans, for the game of New Choice, I need something that you plan to do this coming summer. All right? Whatever your situation might be, take that into account, but throw that into chat, something you're going to do this summer, and we're going to play a dramatic scene about that. I'm going to keep interrupting the scene, however, and asking players to New Choice either what they said or their position or their entrance or their emotion, whatever it is, and I'm going to stay on screen looking at them like this until I'm satisfied. Then I'm going to go off screen. They have to continue with the last thing they said. All right. John, what are our fans up to this summer?
Oh, our fans are so active. So active.
They are.
So we're going to go with horseback riding from our loyal fan Rita Diedrich.
Okay, thank you, Rita. That is so awesome, horseback riding. Don't make me do that, but I'm glad that you're doing it. All right. So, team, are we ready for horseback riding?
Yes.
Yeah!
All right, take the screen.
John, I know that we do our weekly trip every week about, like, because we're best buds and everything, but these horses are kind of small, man.
Yes, chef. The smallest horses are the best because you can get places on less energy expenditures.
New choice, Ray.
You can get places quicker by smacking the smaller objects. No.
New choice.
You can cuddle and carry it and ride the bus with them. It's so exquisite.
Okay, well, that's great and everything. I just don't feel like I'm going to get anywhere on this thing. I mean, I thought we were supposed to go down the Grand Canyon.
New choice.
I thought that we were supposed to go to China on these things.
New choice.
I thought that if I strap 2 of these to my feet, maybe I could stand and they can just walk with me like that. That might work pretty good. What do you think? Can we get 2 each?
Yes, chef. I can get you 2 right now. I got a guy. His name's Frank. He imports them from Cuba. Yeah. Well, it starts with the C, the country. I can't think of it right now. Cuba, Canada. It's all the same.
This must be Frank. How's it going, Frank?
Hey, yeah, I'm actually half Cuban and half Canadian. People get them mixed up all the time. I hear that you're in the market for some creatures.
Well, I mean, I have one, and I figure if I strap another one to my other foot, then I'm going to get a lot further, because one of these things ain't going to get me nothing.
You're a smart guy, my friend.
New choice, Maytal.
You know what you're talking about. Let me help you.
New choice.
I see what you're saying, but that creature is too small. I've got a better.
New choice.
I don't know. I don't think that stepping on a creature's back is actually the best way to do it.
New choice.
I think that what you should really do is consider these shoes that we just imported from Canada.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. So, oh, that's nice. Is that Velcro on the bottom?
New choice.
Oh, that's great. Does that have electrical tape on the bottom? Oh, okay. So what happens is you just stand on the small horse and it just bonds right to it with the electrical tape. That's perfect. I'll take it.
Later, out on the ranch.
You know, I'll tell you what, renting out these horses was the smartest thing we ever did. These tiny horses and these special shoes of ours, we are going to be so rich we won't know what to do with ourselves.
I just feel that I'm really in the groove now with selling these, and I want to go farther.
New kind of energy, Maytal.
I really had that guy. I really had him. He was ready to buy the shoes. He loved the electrical tape. I really think we can sucker a few more people into these.
Well, we could use your connections to really corner that Canadian market. There's a big horse ranch community up there too.
There are. And after Canada, we should conquer Russia, and we should conquer China, and then we should go south of the equator.
Way ahead of you. You know, I know my good friend Billy Jack. He knows those people down in Argentina. He could hook us up real quick. I think he should be coming along any minute now. Billy Jack, how are you, buddy?
Hey, yep, I know them folks in Argentina. And they love their little horses. But they got a different way of doing it from electrical tape. But I think the electrical tape is superior.
New choice.
I think, maybe we should try to adopt what they're doing. They are fantastic. They actually use the Velcro that was mentioned earlier. And then, your little animals don't shake off your foot.
Oh, this is great.
New choice, Ben.
Interesting.
New choice.
I see. Well,
new choice.
Those Patagonian tours will love that.
New choice.
Now, I just keep thinking that the electrical tape and the Velcro.
New choice.
You're a genius. I'm going to follow you.
And that is time. Red team and new choice. All right. Blue captain on the screen. All right, Gigi, what are you going to toss up here against that?
We are going to play Shopping Spree.
Ooh, fantastic. So you're going to have 5 people on your team, so 2 shopkeepers. Who are the shopkeepers?
The shopkeepers are Andrea and Ryan.
Okay, so I'm going to ask my background crew of Michael and Erica to move Andrea and Ryan out to on hold. Andrea has entered the hold, and 2 people are out there. So they cannot hear us, fans. So we need... wait.
I'm still here.
Ryan is still here. Who's in the waiting room if you're still here? We've got a problem. All right. We sent out Catherine just for fun. I don't know why we did
Catherine can stay.
Okay. So we can take Catherine off hold, but I'm going to let somebody else do that because I got to talk to Gigi. So, Gigi, we're going to do 3 items, and you and the other 2 blue players are going to try and purchase these 3 items from our 2 shopkeepers, but they're out in limbo and they don't know what the suggestions are. So fans, we need those suggestions. So we need 3 objects that you need to buy in the next few months. And we also need a bunch of unconnected adjectives like disgusting or slimy or whatever. And then we're going to assign them to the objects and they'll be particular things. So John, have we selected our 3 objects that our fans need to buy?
Yes, so we're going to go with tennis balls.
Perfect.
watermelon,
Excellent.
and rollerblades.
Oh, this is a very summary selection of things. And curiously, I almost had to buy some tennis balls this weekend, but we found some. They were for physical therapy purposes. All right. Have people been putting in adjectives? Did they understand what I was talking about?
I've got, let's see. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So for tennis balls, we're going to go with slippery.
Oh, those are the best tennis balls. Slippery tennis balls, right? Okay.
And then for watermelon, we're going to go with salty.
Yeah, sometimes people actually do that. Cool. And for rollerblades, I also saw fragile. So could we use that?
Yeah. Fragile rollerblades.
Fragile rollerblades. It takes a certain kind of person to want those. All right. So we've got slippery tennis balls, salty watermelon, and fragile rollerblades. Marianne, if you could pop those as a list into chat. And for our fans, the folks out in limbo on hold don't see what's going on in chat. And if it happened while they were gone, they won't see it when they come back either. But you can go back up in chat if you need to remind yourself of those things. So it is slippery tennis balls, salty watermelon, and fragile rollerblades. There you are. Thank you, CSZ Info, a.k.a. Marianne. Nice work. All right. They're going to have about 3 minutes to get these items purchased, and the shopkeepers are not going to know what they are. So if we could take our friends off of hold, that would be fantastic. Let's welcome Ryan and Andrea. All right. Hey, friends, you're going to have to sell some things in about 3 minutes. So here we go.
Oh my goodness, hello. I have just cashed in my net worth and I'm so excited to be here.
Ooh.
Hey, Uncle Jerry, thanks you for giving me this job here. I'm going to help this lady.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, you're the best. I got so much green, so much green.
Do you need some place to put it, dear?
No, not so much. I need one of those, like, there's, like, basket ones, and there's, like, volley ones, and it's, like, those, but, like, kind of smaller.
Uncle Jerry?
I'm thinking, like, maybe, like, do you need, like one that's also, like, a base, or, like, is it?
Oh, that's another good idea, but no, it'd be a little smaller, a little bit more like a verdant colored little sphere, like the same color as grass maybe, or the trees. You know, I need some more outdoor time.
Like what are some colors?
Oh, yeah, like that color. Yeah, like all the dough I got.
Yeah.
Green and little. Is it flat?
It's more spherical, like, you know.
Spherical
like this?
Yeah, like
round.
Bounce it. You can send it, you know, like across something. Makes for good service.
It makes a lot of racket.
Makes a good what? I'm sorry?
Yeah, it does make a lot of racket. You're right.
I'm thinking like a, you know, honey, like you put on these shoes, you have two people on either side. What is it called? You play it with your mom sometimes. You hit a bracket and there's a green thing that goes across the other side.
Like,
where?
Like shuttlecock? Like
shuttle, yeah, kind of like shuttlecock, a little bit bigger though.
Tennis?
Yes, thank you so much.
A tennis ball?
Yeah, aisle 17. Go ahead.
Oh, except I need one that's not fuzzy. Like, you know how they're normally fuzzy?
I mean, like smooth, like this?
Yeah, kind of like that, but like more the texture of a dolphin. Like it just kind of it'll slip out of your hands.
Like this smooth.
Yeah,
yeah. Like a smooth or a slippery?
Yes! Yes!
A slippery tennis ball.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, aisle 17, next to the dry tennis ball.
1 minute, 45 seconds left. 1:45.
We got to close soon. Oh, hello.
Hi, lady. Can I help you?
Hi. I'm having a big picnic in another day or so, and I need to find, you know, a good amount of fruit, but you know, for everybody, you know, something large.
You're gonna
need like a bushel.
Well, it doesn't have, I think efficiency would be great. So maybe a bigger fruit so I could just.
Like a watermelon?
Yeah, watermelon.
I'm getting this job.
We got watermelons. Yeah, good job, honey. You're doing such a great job.
Okay, but here's the thing. It's for this gourmet barbecue thing, and we're looking
1 minute.
for a really special one, and it's not sweet. It's a savory one.
It's a sour one?
No,
Like a
that's
meat?
not quite it. It
Does
should
it have
meat?
umami?
a little bit, but even more simple than that. Just can't have a sweet at all. It's the opposite.
Like when that gets you back here when you eat it?
I think middle and back. Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Aisle 3.
Thank
You're
you.
doing great today.
I want a raise.
Your mom is going to love it. Your first day has been great.
35 seconds. Make it quick, Jason.
Oh, we're closing. What do you mean?
Oh, hi. Well, my bones are really brittle right now, and they told me that I should be doing some exercise outside. So I came for some items to help me with some exercise. But my brain's a little fuzzy. My wife, sometimes she puts things in her hair at night.
Like
rollers? Roller, do you need rollerblades?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're
Rollerblades.
amazing. Yes, rollerblades.
Hey, give it to the teenager.
With the tennis ball.
I need a pair that are like my bones.
10 seconds.
I have osteoporosis, so if I fall, it's over.
They're
Shattery.
Oh, that's very cool. Sometimes you see it on packages, but I'm not a package.
Fragile.
Yeah.
And that is time, just in the nick of time. They came up with the Italian pronunciation. So indeed it was fragile rollerblades. So 2 bonus points to Blue, John, for getting their things. And we get to now go into a poll to decide, did New Choice entertain you more, or did the shopping spree entertain you more? And fans, this is your opportunity to affect the score once more. All right, the votes are coming in fast and furious. And honestly, there isn't much doubt about it. So there you go. All right. I'm going to end the poll there, and it is decisive. So we're going to go 9 points for Blue and 1 point for Red. And what's that make our score?
Well, with the awesome Fragile, we've got 26 for home and 34 for away.
Wow, it's mind-blowing. So I'm going to give the red team 2 points because I want it to be a little bit closer. That's what I do.
So that brings our score 28 for home and 34 for away.
So it's a little bit closer, but it's still not what I would call close. All right. Hey, for our final round tonight, ladies and gentlemen, let's have all the players on the screen. We're going to play the fabulous game of B-Movie. All right. So for the game of B-Movie, there is a standard sort of setup for it, and you're going to get in the blanks. So I want you to start firing stuff into chat. So I want occupations. I want animals. I want hobbies, and let's try some situations. We'll see how some events. We'll see how those things work. We're starting with some great things here. But if the blank were cows, it would be I saw a movie about cows that was so bad.
How bad was it?
Yes, I needed to go see an udder movie. So if the pun is good, a bell will ring, and an angel will get its wings, and that team will score 1 point. Counted up by John. If it's not a really good pun, and everybody's kind of going, I don't know what that meant, it gets the classic Oregon duck call. All right?
Not the duck call.
Yes, the duck call, indeed. All right. Thank you for that. So, is everybody ready to rock here?
Yeah!
Cool. Awesome. So what we're going to do is y'all are going to be kind of out of your screen, and then you'll step in when you have one. and that's how we're going to do this. If you're able to do that, I hope you're able to do that. I can still see that it's still happy birthday at Catherine's house. All right, cool. I don't know how many months that's been, but it's still pretty cool. All right. So, John, what do we got for our first suggestion?
For our first suggestion from loyal fan John, we've got Baker.
It's Baker and players.
I saw a B movie about bakers that was so bad.
How
bad was it?
It just fell flat.
I saw a movie about bakers that was so bad.
How
bad was it?
What was it?
Well, let's just say I do not recommend it.
Excellent. I'm going to call a brief pause. Time out. We're going to stay on bakers right now. But we have Marianne Rambo with us. I want Marianne to say how bad was it, and all fans at home can say it with her, so it doesn't sound like blah, 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 for them. Okay?
Okie dokie.
Marianne's got a great voice for this. All right. So please continue on bakers.
I saw a movie about bakers, and it was so bad.
How bad was it?
It wasn't worth the dough.
I once saw a movie about bakers that was so disappointing.
How disappointing was it?
It was just a bunch of fluff and then burned out at the end.
I saw a movie about bakers that was awesome.
How awesome was it?
It really took the cake.
I saw a movie about bakers that was even more awesome.
How awesome was it?
The whole audience rose at the end.
Hey, I saw a movie about a baker that was a football player. It was good.
Tell me more.
His name
How good was it?
It was so good. He was a New York Giant named Stephon Baker, the touchdown maker. It was a hit.
I'm a Packers fan.
I saw a movie about bakers that was so good.
How good was it?
It was so good that I saw it again yesterday.
Okay, we're changing the blank. John Eaglin, what do we got for our next blank?
Our next blank is from Rita, Zebra.
Rita, you've been killing it with the suggestions tonight. Zebra.
I saw a movie about zebras, and it was so bad.
How bad was it?
In black and white.
I saw a movie about zebras that was so bad.
How bad was it?
It was so far off the mark.
I saw a movie about zebras that was so bad.
How bad was it?
Well, it was so bad that I told my mortal enemy, Savannah, to go and see it.
I once saw a movie about zebras that was so R-rated.
How R-rated was it?
Well, actually, I couldn't see it, so I got kicked out.
So dumb.
I saw a movie about zebras that was so scary.
How scary was it?
Well, actually, it wasn't that scary. It was not even really a horse movie. Or not horse.
Yes, Steve?
Oh, Steve.
I saw a movie about zebras that was so bad.
How bad was it?
None of the actors even earned their stripes.
John England, give us another fabulous suggestion from our fans.
All right, from Robin, we've got Judge.
Judge. Ooh, Judge.
I saw a movie that was so bad about judges.
How bad was it?
I dreaded paying $6 for it.
Ooh, nice.
I once saw a movie about judges that was so bad.
How bad was it?
Not 12, but 40 angry men and women hated it.
I saw a movie about judges that was terrible.
How terrible was it?
At the end, the whole audience screamed, "I object!"
I saw a movie with a friend about judges, and it was so bad.
How bad was it?
Judy and I just stomped out of there.
I saw a movie about judges that was so bad.
How bad was it?
People were throwing stuff. In fact, I sustained an injury.
And that is time. Nicely done, everybody. Fabulous work. Come back on screen, and we've got our friend John counting up all of those points, and we're building tension. Who's going to win, red or blue? And he's working with that technology, my friends. Great to see us. Hey, coming up next weekend, I think, Friday night, 7:30 p.m., Portland's minor league plays in their showcase. Check it out. Also, every Saturday at 7, San Jose plays, Portland plays. It's pretty awesome. Check those out at portlandcomedy.com and cszsanjose.com. All right. Players hang around at the end for notes. Fans, if you hang around too long, we'll be kicking you out. All right. John, what is our final score?
Well, Patrick, with our final score catching up at the end, with a score of 40-43, the away team wins.
It's blue. Awesome job. And now,
Thank you, San Jose. Yes.
thank you, Portland. Thank you, San Jose. Thank you, fans. And John Eglin will tell us again who our players were.
All right. Closing out the show, we've got Ben Lawn Moeller, made tall like the month, Markman, Steve the Real McCoy, Jason, live like there's no Navarro, Catherine sprays mosquitoes with Diedrich, Gigi, fruit Lascarettes, Ryan, the bee is silent, Ganguish, Andrea, the whiner Craner, Raymond, DMC Ornell, Tony, Juan Kenobi Kubiak. I'm your announcer, John Eaglin, and your host was Patrick Electrical Short.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, John Eglin. Thank you, Marianne Rambo. Thank you, Michael, Erica, and Betsy. Thank you, minor leaguers. Everybody have a great night.